Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library and welcome to Wednesday Read Alouds. This week we are reading Ninja Red Riding Hood, which is by Corey Rosen Schwartz and illustrated by Dan Santat. Now, if you remember, a little while ago we were reading Other Twisted Fairy Tales, and that's when they take common stories that we're really familiar with and they change it somehow. I think you might be able to guess what the big change is going to be in this story, but we'll see what happens. Once upon a ninja-filled time, a wolf couldn't catch any prey. He kept getting licked by the dinner he picked and was growing more ticked by the day. Can you see who he tried to eat? He tried to eat a rabbit and a tortoise and a praying mantis, but they all got away. His belly was aching for bacon. "I'm wasting away," he complained. To huff and to puff was no longer enough, so he snuck into school to be trained. Here he is getting ready. He practiced his katas for hours and mastered the whirlwind and wheel. He jackknifed and flipped and at last felt equipped to once again catch a good meal. Do you think he can do it? We'll see. Drooling with anticipation, he set off in search of some meat, while deep in the wood he met Riding Hood. "I'm bringing my grandma a treat." The wolf licked his chops when he saw her and hastily thought of a plan. "There are blossoms that way. You can pick a bouquet to give to your little old gran." Do you remember this part of the original story? He gets her to go pick flowers. Do you remember why? It's so he can go do something before she can. So he can get to Grandma's house first. Let's see. Then the wolf took a shortcut to Grandma's, where he thought that he'd find her in bed. But Granny was gone, so he put a robe on and eagerly waited for Red. What do you think? Do you think he's a good disguise? Do you think she'll think that's her grandma? We'll see. Soon after, he heard someone knocking. He called out, "My dear, come on in. Oh, don't you look good in your lovely red hood, but a shame that you've gotten so thin." Little Red took a look at her granny and said, "What on earth did you do? I could swear that your eyes have completely changed size. Hey, Gran, are you sure that that's you?" "Of course it's me, my sweet darling. The better to see you, my dear." "And your ears are so long. Something's really wrong." "Oh, my dear, all the better to hear." Look, what do you think about the look on her face? Is she buying this? "And those biceps, my gosh, they're massive. And your triceps and delts are immense." "The better for hugging," her grandmother said, shrugging. "Dear Red, that's just plain common sense." "And those teeth, they look so much sharper." "Why, yes, all the better to chew." He jumped out of bed to gobble up Red, but she'd gone to ninja school too. She grappled and sideswiped and twisted and escaped from his clutches unscratched. She attempted a lock, but he managed a block, and they appeared to be evenly matched. Just then, they heard someone chopping. A woodsman, thought Red. But instead, it was Gran in her gi. She'd just come from Tai Chi. How dare you? Oh, don't you dare harm a hair on her head. Ooh, Grandma looks like she means business. The wolf took a swing at that instant, but Red deftly dodged the attack. She got a good grip, threw him over her hip, and the wolf wound up flat on his back. Whoa. I'll skedaddle, the wolf said in anguish as he struggled back up to his feet. Just a second, you beast. You will not be released till you promise to give up red meat. Though his tummy was still grumbling with hunger, the wolf faced his rival and vowed, Ninja Red, you have won. My meat days are done. Oh, Red Chan, said Gran, I'm so proud. Then Red and the wolf bowed politely. Look at that polite bow. They bowed politely, and Gran gave him half her peach pie. The wolf was a mess. He'd had way too much stress. I guess I'll give yoga a try. He enrolled in the downward dog center, where his tension began to decrease. He studied with yogis, said no more to hoagies, and felt at last truly at peace. And here he is. Look how relaxed he looks. The end. And here he is, living a much happier wolf life. The end. Thank you for listening, everyone. And if you liked this ninja retelling, this team has two more. They have Hansel and Gretel, and they also have the Three Little Pigs retelling as a ninja story. So see what you like. I hope you are having a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye-bye.